Hello everyone, Pete here reviewing the new Philips OneBlade shaver. I'm hoping this review is going to be slightly different from some of the others you might have seen online because it addresses shaving sensitivity. It's something that I haven't really seen so far. All of the reviews seem to be pretty much paraphrasing each other. They're saying the same thing just in their own words. Or they're doing things like riding a bike while shaving, and all that proves that you can show off whilst using one of these, so not very useful. What I want to find out is, can I use this without going red all over my face? Because that's usually what happens with most other products I've tried. I'm not affiliated with Philips in any way. This has come out of my own money. The only difference is that I was about one of 400 people who has tried one of these out in the UK before general release. So I'm hoping this video will help inform your purchase.
Pete Bateman
Reviews. This review is going to be completely honest, because if this product sucks, I'm going to let you know. But I'm hoping it's going to be a lot better than some of the other products out there, because traditionally you'd have a razor with maybe sort of like little safety guides or whatever on it. But the problem is these scratch the top layer of your skin, and that's really what causes the irritation. Then you have electric shavers, and these are a lot better normally. But the problem is, if you tend to grow a little bit of beard like me, and you're not shaving every day, then you've got to go over with a beard trimmer first, then the electric shaver, and that double pass over your skin, that causes irritation as well. So, in theory, this should solve that problem, because effectively it's pretty much like a safety razor. You get a blade inside with a serrated edge that should cut through the hair on the edge here, and then in the middle here we've got sort of a crisscross pattern that allows stubble through, and that should, in one swoop, just cleanly shave you. That's the theory. You should also be able to do some sort of stylish trimming and things like that, but I don't know. It's nice to have options. The other thing as well is it has these beard trimming guides. This particular model ranges from 1, 3 to 5 millimeter. They just place on, I think you turn it around this way. You can see it there. And yeah, they just clip on. And then it should just be a case of you pull it off like that. When I was actually buying this, I found that there were 3 different models on the website. It was in a closed page. You won't be able to find it now. In fact, I don't know where this page is, so I can't find you the exact information on this, but essentially they had a model, the basic model here, which came with 3 different beard trimmers, and this one took 8 hours to charge for 45 minutes of use. The other 2 models, they took less time to charge, lasted longer, and they had different beard trimming guides, but I can't remember exactly what they offer. I don't even know if this is something they're going to bring out in the UK. Perhaps they'll just trialing it on some people in the UK first, and I don't know, I think they said 1 in 400 people would try one of these out. Anyway, I went for the basic model because the other ones were sold out. But it doesn't really matter because they all use the same OneBlade trimming system. And that's the bit I'm interested in, because hopefully that's the bit that's going to stop my skin from flaring up red. You know, I'm stupidly sensitive when it comes to this stuff. You know, a cat could sneeze halfway down the road and the resultant wind would still be enough to make me blush. So, you know, whatever product I use is going to make me go red. But that's not really the objective here. What I want to know is this going to solve my problem so I can shave in the morning and go to work without looking like a fallen in the thorn bush? That's the important part. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try one of these beard guides first, and I'm going to see if I can trim this down to something like, I don't know, 1, maybe 3 mil. I'll start with 3 mil, work my way down. Then I'm going to leave it an hour, just so any potential redness goes down. And I'm going to do a dry shave. And I'm hopefully going to, I'm going to go through my whole beard, and we're going to see how well it works and how irritated my skin gets. And then, in about maybe a week's time, when maybe a little bit of stubble's growing again, I am going to do a wet shave, and we're going to see how the results vary. I'm going to put this all in one video, don't worry, you don't have to wait a week. Anyway, that's my plan. Now, in theory, a wet shave should be better because the actual, I believe, the hair should soften. The hair should soften, and it should, I believe, sort of smooth the skin. So I don't know, to be honest. I think it's supposed to make the whole procedure less irritating on your skin. So that's what I'm going to try. It's probably worth noting at this point that this isn't fully waterproof. You can't submerge it underwater, you can't have a shower and shave. But to be honest, that's not really a big deal. My other shaver that I've got, the electric shaver, it says, oh, you can use it in the shower. And you think, oh, that's brilliant. I tried it, and it's really rubbish because most people don't have a mirror in the shower, and even if they do, it probably steams up. So I can't imagine that being a great selling point. It's a pretty good selling point, but it's a useless feature. However, this is water resistant, so you can run it under the tap and do a wet shave with it. So that should be okay. One last thing I mentioned before I actually get onto the official review is I think blades should be around about the £10 mark, and they last for around about 4 months. Now, this should be pretty good for everyday use, but as some other people have pointed out online, this is quite expensive over a longer period, and Philips should really offer multi-packs. The other problem is you can't really replace just the blade, you have to replace the whole head of this thing, which is really wasteful. And the other problem is it means that these little bands here, I don't know if you can see them on the camera, they're really quite thin, and apparently they can break. Anyway, I don't know what the case is going to be, so I'm going to try this out and we'll see how it goes. Now onto the beard shaving. So starting off with one of these little combs, I'm using number 3, so that should be 3mm. Plonks on there like that. Sounds very stupid, I don't actually know which way around you're supposed to use it. Guessing like this. So I'm going to give a 3mm a go first. If that doesn't work, or it doesn't look great, I'm going to go on to the 1mm. So let's give it a go. I hear it trimming, it's doing something. Yeah, that's not making a huge amount of difference. So I'm going to go down to the 1. Now I'm hoping 1's not going to be too short, and there's me wishing that I had a 2, but let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. It is actually the case. Why didn't they make a number 2? Or why didn't they supply number 2? That's a bit of an oversight there. 1 is literally just sort of like your 8 o'clock shadow. But let's give it a go. There you go. Now I can look like Two-Face. But one day in the future, that's actually going to be a look. That would be awful. Yeah, it's all right. It definitely does the trick. Tell you what, it's actually really quick because I have a beard trimmer, and that seems to sort of chew up a little bit. So this is nice and sharp. That's good. So I'm going to finish this on the number 1. And as I say, in about an hour's time, I'm going to complete this with a dry shave, and we're going to see how it goes. So. Awesome, all done. I'm actually liking this 1mm. Actually, it's growing on me. It's taken years off me. This is what I was talking about with the rash. I don't know if you can see it. Just even like, just going over this, and this is really, really delicate. I still get red, so it's I'm not going to hold out hope that this is going to be a completely red-free experience, but this should go in 20 minutes, which is why I'm going to delay things for about an hour before I actually go in for the plunge for a dry shave, because otherwise it might just give false results if you see that. Anyway, I will get on that in a sec. It will just be a jump cut actually. You won't even notice an hour has passed. Actually, I just thought I'd quickly test the water resistance of this because I need to clean it. It's got all hairy. So if it breaks, then you know that it's not very water resistant. I'll turn it on whilst rinsing it. That's pretty good. Yeah. Well, seems pretty water resistant to me. On to round 2. It's been about an hour since I last used this with a beard trimmer. It worked pretty well. We're now going to try on its own though, and we're going to see how it goes. So let's get rid of the rest of this stubble. Not really sure which way it's supposed to go. Yeah, that's pretty good. Won't be able to see this on the camera right now, but that's not bad. It's basically, well, actually no, you'll see in a minute. It's making it pretty smooth. I'm liking that. Good news, it's working exactly the way it should. It's trimming off the stubble, and it's actually Yeah, it's creating a pretty smooth finish underneath, so looking good so far. I'll finish it and I'll see how it goes. Okay, all done. Not bad actually. You can see a little bit of stubble. That's actually how it's supposed to work. The idea is that it's not cutting so close that you irritate the skin. So, you know what? They're right. You know, it doesn't irritate the skin that much. It doesn't cut perfectly close, but you know, right up to your skin. But that's no biggie. I don't know. I'm pretty impressed actually. Can't be impressed. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. The other idea is that you can use this to trim and shape sort of hair as well, so you can use it on your sideburns. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, it's alright. And then get rid of that troublesome monobrow. Nah, it's not that bad, but it's always good. Couple of hairs there are now gone. Good times. So yeah, that's not too bad. I'm actually pretty impressed that a dry shave isn't irritating my skin too much. As before, when I was just using a beard trimmer, I did notice a bit of red under there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but that's to be expected. What I'll do is I'll go back into my room and film the rest of this, bit of a conclusion, and maybe we'll see after sort of 10 minutes or anything if my skin starts to flare up, because that's usually what happens. 10 minutes is like the proving time. Well, it's alright so far. Cool. It's been about 10 minutes since I used the OneBlade for a clean shave, and I've got to say I'm pretty impressed. Just looking at the monitors to the side of the camera here, I can see there's pretty much no irritation. That's great. I will note that there is a bit of redness under the chin, but I'm not quite sure what that is. I'm not actually blaming the OneBlade for this. It just seems like it's my body's way of saying that it wants to grow a neck beard, but I'd rather not. But for a dry shave, a dry clean shave, this is done pretty well. I know if I used any other product right now to do that, you would know, and I know I would know as well, because my face would be absolutely blistered and in redness right now. It'd be horrible. So yeah, this is pretty impressive. I really look forward to trying it out in a week's time with a wet shave, because it's supposed to be a lot more gentle on your skin, and I'm hoping there should be no redness, no irritation whatsoever. So as I say, that'll be in a week's time. I'm going to let my stubble grow and actually give it a proper test, because it would just be a bit pointless right now. Although I'm going to cut straight to that, so a week's time is irrelevant. Anyway, I'll move to that now. It's been about a week since I last was shaved with a OneBlade, and I've grown a little bit of stubble, so I'm going to try it again, use my trusty shaving brush and shaving soap. Hopefully it should reduce all irritation, hopefully no irritation whatsoever, because it's supposed to be a lot more nice on the skin if you go for a wet shave. So let's see how this goes. So a bit of shaving soap on. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm supposed to do. It's actually a long time since I had a shave. But this should soften up the hair, make it a lot easier, less irritation, so that's always good. So it's definitely doing a good job in one stroke, that's always good. I'm pretty happy with that. The redness is back. I don't think any product is ever going to help. It's just my body just likes to do this. So, but no, it's all right. I'll tell you what, having a wet shave definitely helps cut closer to the skin. That's pretty good. It's been about 10 minutes since I had a wet shave with the OneBlade, and I've got to say I like the results. The skin's feeling pretty smooth, and I'm liking that it's actually shaved pretty close this time. So I'm liking it. The only thing I would say though is that I still got a bit of irritation. Looking at the camera screen once again, there is irritation around there. So that's a bit problematic, but to be fair, whatever product I use, it's always the same. So on one hand, this doesn't completely solve the problem, but on the other, it means that I could still have a shave, and after maybe half an hour, I'm still ready to go out, and I haven't got that itchy shaving rash that I've had with other products. So I've got to say, this is definitely my favourite product so far when it comes to shaving, and I think I'm probably going to have sort of a close shave in the future. It's not that bad, so I'm really impressed by this thing. By the way, I'd like to say that I'm not in any way affiliated with Philips. I'm not sure if I mentioned that at the beginning of the video before, but I'm not anything to do with them. I'm pretty impressed that this product works for me. I'd love to find something that one day means that I have no irritation whatsoever, but to be fair, I don't know if it's going to come in a product like this. It could be more biological or something, so I don't know on that one. But anyway, my review of this is that it's a pretty decent product. I would definitely recommend it if you have shaving sensitivity problems like I do. The only thing I would say though is that I've heard the blades are quite expensive, and I think I did mention that earlier in the video. So the blades can be a little bit expensive by the sounds of it, and this bit here, the way that it flexes, I'll see if we can show you on the camera. Probably can't see that too well, but it's just a thin piece of plastic, and I can't help feel that this is going to break before the actual blade expires, because I think they've got about a 4-month usage on them. But that bit of plastic there, that may fail beforehand, but you know, there's no way to say really right now. I will post a Twitter update or something if that happens, but in the end, I guess we can make the judgment by looking at the product itself. So yeah, I've got to say, I like it. It's probably worth having a look at when it comes out properly in the UK. And if you can get your hands on one when you're looking at this video, I'd probably recommend it. It's worth giving a go at very least. So yeah, thumbs up. I'm going to be reviewing loads of products in the future, so do subscribe to find out more. And if you've got any questions about the OneBlade, then add a little comment, because I'm going to try to reply to as many as possible, because in the end, I want to help you make an informed purchase. In the meantime though, have a brilliant day, and I'll catch you later.